Welcome to the Averett Sports Network and welcome to the Grant Center where wrestling season is upon us. In just about 30 seconds, we will have the very first match of the 2018-2019 year between the Averett University Cougars and the Southern Virginia Knights. I can give you the starting lineups for each team as we enter the last seconds before each match starts. Starting at 285 for the Knights will be Alexander Brunner. 133 for the Knights will be Aaron Fredoff. 174, Keaton Gomez. 141 is David Hayes. 184 is Matthew Rordans. 197, Matthew Spillman. 149, Easton Whitaker. And Kyle York, sophomore, coming in at 165. Coached by Logan Davis, assisted it, or just an assistant coach, rather. Tripped up on my words there. Brandon Flood. And the Averett University Cougars starting lineup at 157, Mitchell Barney. 133, big time, Sam Braswell. 174, Logan Howell. 125, Joseph Jones. 149, Josh Linkus. 165, Jared Lowe. 197, Chris Moore. 285, Hagan Smith. DeMonte Wimbush is at 184, and Brandon Woody, 141.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grant Center.
And we are going to get the national anthem underway, and then I'll be right back here to bring you the very first match, starting at 125 here for the Cougars. And welcome back after the beautiful playing of the national anthem by the Averett Singers. We have the official starting lineup being introduced here by the Cougars. This is a team in their second year. The inaugural season was last year. A lot of positives to look on from that last season, but I'll tell you what, head coach Tommy Owen, assistant coaches Blake Rulo, and they call him IB, but Coach Ibrahim Bunduka, these coaches have done an absolutely stunning job with their recruiting. I mean, they've brought in multiple-time state champions. They brought in guys who have an absolute crazy work ethic. And these guys travel as a pack. You'll never see just one of the wrestling team. There's always like 12 of them walking around together. These guys are a true team on and off the mat. And in talking to these guys, they are non-stop when it comes to being at practice. They stay after practice. They get there early. And these guys genuinely enjoy practice. And I tell you what, the great players all enjoy practice. And they attack practice the same way they attack the matches and the games or in whatever sport. Every great player loves practice, unless you're Allen Iverson.
At 184 pounds from Southern Virginia, Matthew Rordans. And from Averett, from Bassett, Virginia, Devontae Whitbush. At 197 pounds from Southern Virginia, Matt Spielman. And for Averett, from Woodsville, Virginia, Chris Moore.
A lot of freshmen on this team able to fill out that roster from last year. A couple of, not holes in the roster last year, but definitely room for improvement on the heavyweight end from last year, and I believe they've done just that. This year they were guaranteed about 3 or 4 wins on the lighter end, but this year, their heavier teams, or their heavier wrestlers, that is, are definitely much better than they were last year. And I believe we're going to start at 125 here with freshman Joseph Jones. And Joseph Jones is going to get introduced and get his hand raised because I don't think the Southern Virginia Knights have anyone to step up to wrestle him. So the first win of his collegiate career will come away by forfeit. Joseph Jones gets the pleasure of wrestling Sam Braswell every day in practice. The likes of Sam Braswell, Corpesh Cote, and Brandon Woody. And, I mean, that's absolutely great mentorship. If there's any 3 guys I'd rather sit behind and just learn as a collegiate freshman wrestler, those 3 are it.
125 pounds.
And so we move on to 133, where Averett star wrestler Sam Braswell will step up for the first actual match of the night against Aaron Friedhoff. And I tell you what, guys, watch out when this guy wrestles. He might blur your screen here. I don't know if our camera moves fast enough to catch Sam Braswell when he's actually on the mat.
And from Averett, Sam Braswell.
Braswell always has a high motor, and this guy is going to move. As soon as he sees an opening, Braswell is going to shoot. Braswell is so quick out there on the mat. He's hard to contain, but he also uses his body weight very well. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he knows how to use his size and use it well. Friedhoff went in for an early shot. It was stuffed by Braswell. Braswell has one underhook in for sure. And he's trying to spin around. Braswell looking for a near side cradle. Leg got away from Friedhoff. But Braswell, with the nice takedown there, picks up his 2 takedown points. Sam Braswell is absolutely a stunning wrestler to watch from someone who wrestled 4 years in high school. He's absolutely amazing. I mean, Friedhoff had him double underhooked and had the leverage on him, but Braswell dropped those hips and dipped underneath and almost pinned Friedhoff. Currently 6-0 so far for Sam Braswell. or 2-1, excuse me, for Braswell. Braswell was awarded the takedown, and Friedhoff was able to get the escape point. Braswell again with one underhook in and one arm firmly on the side of the head of Friedhoff. And I mean, an absolutely great single leg. Can he get the takedown? Sam Braswell able to peel the handoff from Friedhoff. Friedhoff, absolutely great fundamental wrestling there. Peel that handoff and dip around the outside of the leg and take him down to get his 2 points. 4-2 so far for Braswell. Going in for a double. Didn't really want the success there, just wanted Friedhoff to work some more. And again, Braswell, look at the hips. Hips driving him through the mat. And he's working the underhook again. So a stalemate will bring the two wrestlers back to the middle of the circle. Braswell up 4-2. Friedhoff is able to get one leg of Braswell. Let's see what he can do. Let's see how good Braswell's game is when he's working in the defense. We know how great of an offensive wrestler he is, but Friedhoff able to tie the matchup here. Braswell working. He's got to go 2-on-1. He does that. Can he get his hips out? Friedhoff looking to dump him back down. He gets him back down to his base. And Braswell, what a great reverse by Braswell. And Braswell working the half Nelson here. Can Braswell run it? He's got it in deep. Braswell working a power half here now. Sam Braswell lets it go. Friedhoff doing a good job of staying in there. Sam Braswell with the reverse switch there. Again, beautiful wrestling here from Sam Braswell. Traditionally a 125-pound wrestler, but Sam Braswell here. And so the first period is done. Sam Braswell up 6-4. Braswell showing what he can do in his defense there, pulling out the switch reverse out of nowhere and almost pinning Friedhoff. Friedhoff chooses the up position. He figures that Sam did not like being in his defensive guard. And the second period has started. And Braswell immediately out. I mean, absolutely fast. Within 5 seconds, Sam Braswell out of that bottom position. He's just so quick. You almost have time to do nothing. Braswell does have the advantage here, 7-4. Friedhoff is the one that has to initiate here. He's down 3, so a takedown does not get it tied. He's going to have to get a takedown and some without letting Sam Braswell get the escape point. So Braswell has all of the advantage right now with that 3-point lead. And Braswell might get another 2 points for takedown here. Way to drive through a double leg. Sam Braswell gets his 2 escape points. Sam Braswell, way to look for the double and absolutely drive. .106 left in the second period. Braswell breaks Friedhoff down. 9-4. Braswell leads by 5 points. Braswell tucking that far side arm. He was tucking it up under the body, and he was going to dip around and run a half there. And he's going to try and do the same thing here. He's going to tuck that arm under the body. And then he's going to try and jump around his body here and run a half. As Friedhoff will have no leverage with his other arm to base himself up with. Braswell lets Friedhoff up. So 9-5 now. Braswell looking for one more takedown. And sort of the icing on the cake before the third period. And absolutely, again, stunning. what work to dodge the shot and get around behind and get the 2 points. 11-5, Braswell leads going into the third period. And Braswell is going to take neutral to start the third period. 6-point lead. Friedhoff has some work to do if he wants to beat Sam Braswell. And Braswell does not have to do anything here. Braswell can just make it look like he's working. Braswell could just make it look like he's working, and Friedhoff has all the work in the world to do. As both men tie up here. Simple collar tie. Braswell moving his feet around. Sam Braswell might get a pin here. Tried to cowboy him over. Great shot defense again from Sam Braswell. And Sam Braswell so quick. Another 2 points for Sam Braswell. Again, peeling the arm off the head and going around for the nice single. Braswell might be able to wrap around and cradle him. Braswell, let's see what he decides to do, because he could cradle and tilt him back. 13-5. Under 1 minute left. Just about 30 seconds. And Braswell could just work from this top position for these last 30 seconds. And Friedhoff is going to have to work here. Braswell gets another point for Friedhoff stalling. I don't know, Friedhoff down 9, not working all too well. You've got to work for a pin if you're Friedhoff. 1 second left. So Sam Braswell wins it. 15-5.
And your winner by major decision from Averett.
Sam Braswell, such a great wrestler for this Averett wrestling team. So coming up next, the 141-pound weight class featuring probably Averett's second best wrestler, Brandon Woody. And he's going to go up against David Hayes. Brandon Woody makes the case all the time for being the best wrestler on this team. Almost a guaranteed win every time he steps on the mat. Brandon Woody has the rings to showcase, and he wears them sometimes around the school. He has a handful of rings that he'll wear, blinding everybody walking around the school. So let's see what Woody can do. An immediate double leg takedown for Brandon Woody. 2 points for Woody. David Hayes, the freshman. And unless he's wrestled, God, Brandon Woody with the nice mat return there. Brandon Woody has been attending all types of tournaments throughout the summer, working on his freestyle and Greco wrestling. Running a half is Brandon Woody. He's running it. He's got points. Can Brandon Woody finish him here? He's going to finish him. Brandon Woody looking for the pin. Brandon Woody, so close. If he can get those shoulders on the mat for a hot second, and just like that, Brandon Woody. First period pin. And just like that, Brandon Woody out of Chesterfield, Virginia. And so Brandon Woody gets the chance to wear the victory chain. And so coming up next is the 149-pound state or weight class featuring Josh Linkus of Averett University. And when you talk to guys in this Averett wrestling team, he's the consensus best wrestler. Josh Linkus is very talented, very, very technical and skillful. Josh Linkus is just an overall good wrestler. He's going to go up against Easton Whitaker, the junior wrestler for the Southern Virginia team. And Josh Linkus, just that quick, a single leg takedown. He's got his 2 points. First 5 seconds, Linkus is all over Whitaker here. Linkus working a crossface. And a nice tie up here by Linkus. Straight to the back. Can he pin Whitaker? Whitaker able to roll through. Linkus will get 4 points, but he's working a half here. He's got a version of a bow and arrow going. If he can step over that head and lift it with his leg, Linkus will be able to win this match because he'll have complete control of Whitaker. And that's what Linkus is looking to do, is step over that head, get his leg up underneath. But he's going to have to abandon and change plan as he does. 6-0, Josh Linkus. He's going to look forward again here. Can he run it? Just a few more steps to run, and Josh Linkus would have had it. Linkus going for a cradle there. Just out of bounds. And Linkus going right back to the crossface cradle. Linkus sits back. He's got Whitaker tied up. And a pin for Josh Linkus. Josh Linkus with the first period pin.
And your winner from Averett, Josh Linkus.
And Josh Linkus showing his technical ability there. Working that bow and arrow in, and then the crossface cradle. So we move to the 157-pound weight class. We're going to have Mitchell Barney, the sophomore, out of Colfax, Washington.
Barney wins by forfeit.
And Mitchell Barney will win by forfeit. So just like that, we are on to the 165-pound weight class.
From Southern Virginia, Kyle York. And for your Cougars,
This will be Jared Lowe for the Cougars. He's going to go up against Kyle York, the sophomore from Southern Virginia. And so let's see what Lowe can do here. First match of his freshman season. Lowe working the underhook to the single leg. Can he finish through? No points awarded. No points awarded. Both wrestlers still fighting for that takedown. Lowe still turning. York working a crucifix. And Lowe, if Lowe can turn around, he's going to get the 2 points. And so nice job from Jared Lowe to work the takedown till he gets the 2 points. And finally, he does get it. Lowe pinning that arm underneath, and he's going to try and run a half here. And nice tilt from Jared Lowe. And another tilt from Jared Lowe. He's got York on his back. He's got York on his back, and he pins him. First round pin. Another first-round pin for this Cougars team. And this Cougar team is looking absolutely great so far. And Jared Loader, freshman, will get a hold of the victory chain. And so we move on up, 174-pound weight class.
174 pounds from Southern Virginia, Keith Gomez.
So the 174-pound weight class features Logan Howell coming out to every kid's favorite wrestler's music. And then Keaton, he will face Keaton Gomez, the junior wrestler. But Howell looking for a double. Didn't commit. Howell has to watch out for a sweep here. Nice mat return. Gomez a junior, so a little bit more experience on him. And so Keaton Gomez will go with a optional start here. So Logan Howell can actually work something here if he can get his weight back up under him. He's in the air as of right now. Gomez, way to stay under control and get 2 more points. And a nice escape there from Howell. So 4-2, Howell trails by 2. Another 2 points there from Gomez. Gomez doing a great job with his shot-taking ability. Gomez looked for a tilt. Howell didn't give it to him. Howell swept down back to the mat. Nice mat return there from Gomez. Under 50 seconds on the clock for this first period. So Logan Howell is going to look to get himself some points here. First, he's got to start with the escape, and then he can work on his offense. Howell rolling around looking for an escape, but Gomez not giving Howell anything. Nothing that Howell wants, at least. Just about 5 seconds left on the clock in this first period, and that's time. Logan trails by 4 points right now, but there's still 2 periods to work. And so Howell on top, but Gomez working out. Gomez with a nice Granby roll there. So a 1-point escape for Howell. So score rallied up to 8-3 in favor of Gomez and the Knights. 10-4 now. And Logan Howell right back in it. And Logan Howell almost catches Gomez on his back. Logan Howell not giving up. He says, "You won't get me easy." So 1 point given to Gomez for Howell sticking that hand in the face. Gomez going for a double leg. He's got him in the air. Looking for a tilt is Gomez. And Gomez has Howell on his back. And a pin by Keaton Gomez. And so Southern Virginia able to get on the board.
And the winner,
pick up a nice 6 points. So moving on to 184, featuring your Averett University Cougar, DeMonte Wimbush. He's going to go up against Matthew Wardans. DeMonte Wimbush and Wardans not waiting at all to get into this. Wimbush going for a single leg. He's got to get his eyes up and he's got to walk through it. And a dangerous move there. That's Wardans extending and bending that knee outside the legal angle. I hope Wimbush is able to continue. So a little bit of an injury break, and we're going to take a small break here while he's attended to.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And so Wimbush back up and ready to go. Wimbush working from the bottom. Wardens really working the ankles and the legs here. It's a safety thing. It's a little bit of a clock issue there. And we're back. 34-6, Averett leads it in dual play. Jordans has to watch the way he's attacking Wimbush's knees. He loves to work the ankles when he's in that top position, but he's got to watch the angle. It's completely legal to pull that ankle up, but he's got to watch the angle at which he does it. That can get very dangerous to those collateral ligaments in the knees, but he's just got to watch the way he's doing it. So Wimbush on top now. Score still knotted up at 0 apiece. Wimbush looking for a mat return. Rodan's working his way in, getting his hips out. Is Rodan going to get his escape point? And he does. Can Wimbush return him back to the mat and get his 2 takedown points? Out of bounds they go. Both wrestlers will return to neutral position. Wimbush has a hold of that knee. So a stalemate called. So again, still 1-0. And Wimbush has Rodan's on his back. He gets 2 points, nevertheless, 2-1. Wimbush out in front. And now he has Rodan's working in the defensive now. Both wrestlers return, and Wimbush will start in that top position. Wimbush working the right arm of Rodan's. So time called. Wimbush takes that first period 2-1. And so Rodan's will start from the standing position. Interesting nod there. But the shot would give him the lead, or the takedown would give him the lead, not just a shot. And Wimbush looking for a single leg takedown. He doesn't have it yet. He's got to run it. Wimbush has to get his head and arm out of this leg triangle. So a stalemate called by the referee, and a return back to neutral. .119 on the clock in the second period. Again, Wimbush working with the advantage. Wimbush, nice stuff on the double leg takedown. Let's see what Wimbush can do. He's got an underhook. Wimbush tried to peel off and go for a single. Everybody on the Southern Virginia University bench begging Roydance to take the shot. Wimbush had a hold of one leg. Can he drive through? 30 seconds left in the second period. Under 20 seconds, actually. Nobody has anything. The strength by Wimbush to stand up with Roydance on his back. Everybody from Averett saying Roydance is stalling. But nevertheless, Wimbush has the lead with 14 seconds left in this first period. If we could take the lead into the third period, that would be huge. And so time called, 2-1 in favor of Wimbush, headed for this third period. Wimbush will take neutral, playing with the advantage. Wimbush has an underhook. He had an underhook and wrist control there. He had a lot of options, but decided to attack with a different game plan. Wimbush going for that single leg. Wimbush still has a hold of that single leg. He's working around, trying to get behind. And again, Roydance attacking that leg, going back after the leg. But Wimbush right back up and right back in the match. Under 1 minute left. Wimbush still attacking. He cannot let Roydance turn him over here. That would be detrimental. Wimbush has to get his hips back. So a stalemate called. Luckily for Wimbush, that stalemate was called. 42 seconds left. .30 seconds to go. Roydance has to work. Wimbush is completely fine with walking around with this 1-point lead. Wimbush doesn't want to give Roydance the opportunity to have anything at this 1 point. 15 seconds left. Wimbush so close to a victory here. He's got a nice stuff on the takedown. 5 seconds. And Wimbush will win by major decision. Monte Wimbush, great toughness by Wimbush to fight through that leg injury. But you know, coaches will always tell you there's a difference in being injured and hurt. And so next up, at the 197-pound weight class for the Cougars will be Chris Moore going up against Matthew Spillman. Moore with a nice stance there, showing his palms to Spillman. Chris Moore, what a nice maneuver there. Chris Moore Another freshman on this team. Moore has wrist control. Actually, Spillman has wrist control on Moore right now, but Moore sunk deep in that tie. Moore trying to create some distance here. He was in a bad situation, but he got out of it. Moore and Spillman working for control on that tie. Gonna go for a tie and an underhook. Under 1 minute left in this first period. Nice shedding of that tie there. $15 seconds left in this first period. And we're going to get out of this first period with no points awarded to either man. So Moore in that top position, but Spillman looking to get his escape point. I don't think either wrestler heard the out-of-bounds whistle. And Chris Moore back in that top position. Spillman chose that down position looking to get that escape point. We'll see that more in the bigger matches where guys choose the down position, because usually the escape point is all it takes to win. You're not going to see the speed that you see on a 125, 133, 145 pound, 141 pound weight class. So Spillman did get his escape point. So he does lead 1-0 so far. So that means now Chris Moore is working on he's got to work on the offensive, but Spillman might be able to spin around and get his 2 points, and he does. Spillman now out in front. Matthew Spillman, now 3-0. And so a 4-point play there will give Spillman the 7-0 lead. Working that cross-face cradle is Spillman. And he's got it. He's got more on his back. More able to work out and not get pinned. But Spillman now working towards a half. Another 4-point play. 11-0 now for Spillman. So Spillman has top position with the 11-0 lead. That means Chris Moore will need a pin to win this matchup. And Moore finds himself on the back early, and he gets pinned. So Spillman picking up a win for his team. And so we move to the 285-pound weight class. For Averett, we've got Hagen Moore. And he's going to go up against Alexander Bruner. Bruner, the senior. Smith, the freshman. And I tell you what, I've heard a lot of good things about this Hagen Smith kid. Let's see what he can do against the senior. Nice pummeling action early. Both wrestlers working for wrist control again. You won't see the speed that you saw in a Braswell or Woody type match, but these guys are very technical. The slightest loss of technique will lose you the match. Smith out of Pulaski County, Virginia. Brunner from Fairfax, Virginia. And that was Brunner trying to jack Smith up and work him to his height. Both the guys working for that collar and underhook position. And that's Brunner making a run for it. And Brunner's trying to jack Smith up to his height. And then most of the time you would go for a sweep after you jack your opponent up like that. Working on short time here, just about 5 seconds. And Smith will take bottom, so we'll see where the points go here. Points have to go somewhere. Again, Smith using bottom under Brunner. Smith has to get his arm back here. If he can get his arm back, he can work something. And it's Brunner trying to step over, and apparently he's going to work a half after he steps over. And Smith finds his way onto his back, and Alexander Brunner wins it. And so the Cougars win the team matchup by a score of 37-18. A very promising show from this Cougar team. A lot of great freshmen on this team. And, of course, the sophomores coming in and doing what they do the best. And that's putting people on their back and getting pinfall victories.
And the final score of tonight's duel, Averett 37.
And so we ask that you join us tomorrow right here on the Averett Sports Network for the opening game of men's basketball at 7 o'clock. And men will play Eastern Mennonite University. And again, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network.